So today we're going to install a LOSSIGY 51 volt 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery into an EZGO RXV. You'll know if you have an RXV if you had 4 12 volt batteries made by EZGO, and it usually has the circular SOC meter on the dash. First thing you want to do is get the old batteries out. And you'll see that we disassembled the back of the charge port. There's the front of the charge port. This is called the reed switch, the blue wire. I'm going to put a hoop on there, and this is going to go to the positive terminal of the battery so that the golf cart will run after we get the new battery installed. And what you're going to see, I'll do a step-by-step here, but we're going to take because the plastic battery does not have any kind of mounting hardware, we're going to take the original RXV bracket for mounting the batteries. We're going to cut these fins off, and we're going to use it as a hat to hold the top of the battery and hold it to the case, the plastic tub, so the battery is secure. So we're going to use a multi-tool, and we're going to make a cut, and we're going to cut and trim this flush. So this will be the level plane. We're going to get this, you see this extrusion here, we're going to get this fin cut off. Before you install the battery, it's really important to get the charger mounted in the back position if you don't have any room in the driver's side because of the DC converter. So we'll mount this before the battery goes in. And the state of charge meter, what they're doing is using a shunt meter that's similar to what you'd find on Amazon. We're going to mount on the sidewall the positive of the plastic tub. Make sure you locate the negative cables on the load or the L negative side of the post, and this will be the B negative or battery side of the post. The red cable here is the power supply, giving the shunt energy from the positive terminal of the battery. And then last we'll install the USB cable as a telemetry cable to run to the SOC meter on the dash. So we have an EZGO RXV, and we want to cut in a NOCO GCP charging port. And so what I'm going to show you here is we can actually disassemble the back of it by taking the Phillips screws out, remove the wire, and then you can see I'm actually shaving by using a multi-tool. I'm going to shave these parts off, and then we're going to take a 2-inch round hole saw, and we're going to start from the back and cut a hole in for the NOCO to live. I'll show you. There we go.
Okay.
So you can see we got the NOCO put in with the 3 screws. This is the rain cover. And so again, backing up, we're using the RXV factory plate as a back plate for support. And then you can see the back of the NOCO, which you won't see. And then this will be the piece that we plug in the the charger for the lithium battery, typical NEMA style. So I wanted to show you how we repurposed the RXV battery hold down by cutting the fins off the bottom, making it flush. This plastic battery case fits perfectly. There's some extrusions or whatever in the trub that fit the shape perfectly. So you see we're nice and tight. And we're gonna make the connections. So again, this is the state of charge meter. That's a shunt load battery at the bottom. We built a new cable. That comes off the shunt. It's gonna go to the negative of the battery. And then the golf cart's positives are gonna go here. Now the state of charge meter, talking to the owner, Lauren, we're decided to locate that because it's a rectangle. Do you have that guy? I'll show you the shape of the state of charge.
On the console over there behind you there.
The state of charge meter. So I guess this is the takeaway with the LOSSIGY kit. It really doesn't lend itself to be installed into the dash. So we're gonna locate it on top of the center console with some kind of bond, and then let it be mounted exterior. This is going to use a USB cable for telemetry, and we found a path. If you look inside the center console, actually we created a path for it. Just put a hole in here and ran it, and then we'll put a hole in the top part of the dash and locate that to the state of charge meter. So when you cable up the battery, you want to make sure that the state of charge meter power supply cable gets put on there, and you'll know because the state of charge meter does light up, and so you can see the data. So it's actually kind of an overkill on data. They're telling you from voltage to capacity, and by the way, you will have to read the manual, and you're going to have to program your state of charge meter. The SOC meter thinks the battery's 100%, but the battery came at 48% when it shipped to us. So you're gonna have to calibrate this. So what you're gonna wanna do is plug in the charger, fully charge the battery, and then calibrate this to coincide with 100%. So again, you can see we use the factory hold down. The charger's located back there. We installed the state of charge meter shunt on the side of the plastic, and that's really about it.
It takes a good use to it.